You're listening to Visitor Radio. Stay tuned for the next half hour as we tell you where to go, where to stay, where to eat, and where to play. If you miss something, don't worry. This program repeats continuously 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We update the show on a regular basis, so tune in often.
Life is far too short to spend time behind a lawnmower, and that's why so many local residents have chosen Island Green Landscaping to keep their yard beautiful. The team at Island Green Landscaping are experienced professionals that offer a wide range of services that include lawn renewal and maintenance, landscape curbing, irrigation, pruning, garden restoration, seasonal planting, and tree and shrub care. They've been serving Campbell River and the Comox Valley for many years now, and they have a well-earned reputation. To find out more, give them a call, 250-204-3335. That's 204-3335. Or you can visit them online at islandgreenservices.com.
Welcome to Campbell River, the salmon capital of the world. You're listening to 93.1 FM, Visitor Radio, broadcasting to Campbell River's guests 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We are talking with Brian Shaw, and he's going to tell us all about Elk Falls Park and all the wonderful trails and the terrific scenery that there is to be seen. Brian, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us on Visitor Radio. You're the local expert on the local trails in the area. Tell us about Elk Falls.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. If you visit Campbell River, the first thing you have to do is go see Elk Falls Park. We have the absolute best scenery to be found on Vancouver Island. We have old-growth forest. We have a huge, immaculate falls. We have a canyon that is dying to be seen. Now, Elk Falls Park lies about 10 minutes right in behind Campbell River towards Gold River. You can find it quite easily. All you have to do is wander back through that road. Around the lower eastern portion, we have miles of trails on both sides of the river, including a beautiful walking bridge right over top of the generating station. Has to be seen. Now, at the west end of the park, we have the falls themselves, Elk Falls. Now, it's easily accessible by road by continuing on along the Gold River Road for another 2-3 kilometers and then making a right-hand turn. It's easily found. Directions are there. A wonderful spot for picnics and trails up there as well. We finished a 2.5 kilometer long trail joining the east end of the park to the west end of the park, and it's along the canyon itself. Now, the river has gutted out a canyon that you can't believe. It's absolutely astounding for beauty. Old-growth forest, sheer cliffs 400 feet high. It has to be seen. It's something that if you live here, you'll enjoy taking family and friends. And if you're just visiting, it's the first thing you got to see.
If you'd like to advertise your business on Visitor Radio and reach thousands of tourists with your advertising message, give us a call, 250-202-9244. That's 250-202-9244.
At the midpoint on Vancouver Island, Campbell River is a natural distribution center as well as a gateway destination for northern coastal regions. With a growing trend to eco-travel tours, Campbell River is ideally located to service the Desolation Sound traffic and the popular Queen Charlotte Islands. Campbell River is also on the cruise ship route to Alaska. Our airport is a mere 20 minutes from the heart of downtown and is a busy hub of activity. Charters come regularly from Vancouver and Seattle, bringing international celebrities to its famed fishing. Regular flights carry business people back and forth on a daily basis, while flights leaving for destinations north transport supplies and people to a myriad of northern communities and activities. You're listening to 93.1 FM Visitor Radio.
We are broadcasting from one of Campbell River's favorite locations. It's the Discovery Pier, a landmark that the locals love, and people travel far and wide to check out the magnificent views. We're right here on the ocean, looking right across to Quadra Island, across Discovery Passage. And with us is the General Manager, Ben Luck. How are you this fine day, Ben?
I'm really good, Russ. I'm just sitting here looking down where's the lighthouse, and I can smell the ocean. And I'm thinking this is a grand place to be sitting. Even though I don't have a fishing rod, we do fish off the pier. Lots of fish get caught every year, and this is where it all happens. Big and small, I tell you, there's lots of fish.
Now, for someone who hasn't seen the pier before, can you briefly explain what it is they'll see when they get here?
Well, Russ, we offer a pile of different services. It's a 600-foot fishing pier, but you can come down and just watch the fishermen and enjoy the scenery and perhaps see a little wildlife going by, like a killer whale or two. You never know down here. It happens all the time. It's one of those places you can drop in, and timing is perfect. It's just astounding what happens down here. Big fish and killer whales and all sorts of things.
I was talking to a gentleman earlier tonight, and he had caught some herring that he took home and fried up, and he said they tasted great, but there's also some big guys to be caught off the dock.
There is. Every year we get astounding the size of fish, and last year we're in our 26th year the fishing pier was built, and it was last year on the 25th year there was a 12-year-old that got a 42, which was the largest fish of the year. Even the fishermen, the regulars, were astounded by the size of it, and boy, I tell you, that young fellow was happy.
Now when you say 42, that's 42 pounds, folks, just over 20 kilograms. Now just the pier itself is a great attraction, but now we have a couple more things to talk about. We have the Maritime Heritage Center, and then just a short time ago, a brand new aquarium. Can you tell the folks about that?
Yeah, Russ, we the facility, the parking lot, you just pull into the parking lot, and we have a great place to check out the type of, it's a museum, maritime museum. It has a lot of the history around Ripple Rock and all kinds of things around the islands here. And then it just got built, an aquarium, so with touch tanks and all kinds of things for kids to have a look at the marine life that they can see under the pier, perhaps, which they can't do. But in the aquarium, they get a good idea what's hiding under the pier and around it. And it's just opened up, so we're looking forward to having great neighbors.
Speaking of kids and fish, you have a nice policy here. Any kid that comes down, they get to fish for free. You've got the rods all set to go with the lures. And this year, you're adding something special. What happens when a young one catches a fish at the pier?
Well, I tell you, it doesn't even have to be a salmon or anything like that, Russ. We've got a little event happening all year. If they catch something with a head on it and a tail and it wiggles, there's a free ice cream waiting at the concession. So yeah, come on down. It's a great chance for a kid to experience that momentary bite, shall we say.
Speaking of the concession, lots of good food here. Can you give the folks an idea of what's on the menu here at the pier?
Well, Russ, we're well known for our hard ice cream. In fact, we're probably the second largest seller of hard ice cream on Vancouver Island. And our handmade waffle cones, you can smell them all the way to the end of the fishing pier. If not, perhaps our fish and chips, which the fish we get right off the boat down on the government wharf, which is just a stone throws away. The fishermen, they phone me up and say, hey, I just came in with fish. Do you want any? And we'll just buy them and process them, and fresh fish right from the fish boats. And we offer a lot of other, other things like coffee service, etc., etc. It's a busy little place. Plus the rod rentals and all the fishing licenses. Everything happens out of the concession.
And for those coming into town, we're right smack dab in the center of Campbell River. You can't miss us. Just drive downtown and look for the big pier on the ocean, and you'll see the Discovery Pier. Now, Ben, you're up bright and early, and you don't go to bed till late at night because you're here most of the time. Can you tell the folks the hours of operation?
We're here, we start at 7 o'clock in the morning, but some of those early morning fishermen even beat us down there a little bit earlier. They come down and we open the shutter up and get the coffee going at 7, and we're here till well after 10 o'clock at night, most nights. In fact, in the middle of summer, almost to midnight some night.
So there you have it. We have the museum, we have a live aquarium, and we have the Discovery Pier, all waiting for you here in Campbell River. Food artisans hard at work creating delicious ideas. That's what you'll find at Comfort Zone Foods in Willow Point. They're open 7 days a week for breakfast and lunch, and they're open for dinner on Friday and Saturday nights. From delicious handmade soups to sandwiches, wraps, fresh salads, and more, the Comfort Zone has something for everyone. If you're camping in the area, the Comfort Zone has a wonderful selection of take-home meals as well. A trip to our area just wouldn't be complete without a visit to the locals' favorite, Comfort Zone Foods in the Willows Market in Willow Point. If you need help to find them, simply call 923-3973. That's 923-3973. Campbell River is favored by a warm temperature climate resulting from the protection of Vancouver Island's Mount Washington directly to the west and the Strait of Georgia to the east. The summers are dry and winters are mild. Average temperatures are 8 degrees Celsius with over 1,800 hours of sunshine annually. The Campbell River environment is enriched by being located on its own 22.5-kilometer waterfront, a primary asset and major contributor to the area's exceptional quality of life. Unlimited access to ocean views enliven every activity. Pleasure boating, fishing from the town's own saltwater pier, and swimming or strolling the pristine northwest beaches are all activities residents enjoy on a daily basis. The extensive Campbell River coastline provides easy shipping access, an ideal protected harbor for a large commercial fishing fleet, a highly developed sport fishing industry, countless tourism venues, cruise ship watching, and it serves as your departure point for vacations further up the coast. The presence of a deep-sea marine terminal enhances the shipment of the area's wealth of natural resources.
Visitor Radio, your passport to the place we emphatically call home.
We're broadcasting from the Campbell River Visitor Information Center, and one thing that drives travelers crazy is the inability to find a tourism information center. I've been through several cities, and you have to be a detective to be able to find the location. And if you do, trying to find a parking spot is next to impossible. Well, fortunately, that's not the situation here in Campbell River. With me is the General Manager of the Visitor Information Center, Rhonda Harper. How's it going today, Rhonda?
Excellent. Thank you, Russ.
I've just been bragging about the Visitor Information Center and how easy it is to find. Can you tell the folks that are listening in Radioland how to find you?
If you're traveling down 19A, up 19A, I suppose, along the also known as the Oceanside route, you'll be traveling, you're just following the signs actually along the water. You'll be heading north. When you get to the major traffic light downtown, you'll see the big tower of the Coast Discovery Inn and the traffic light intersecting St. Anne's. Just go straight through it. And then there's a sign with big yellow eye telling you to enter here, and we're left of that sign in the parking lot of the Thai Plaza.
And if in doubt, we're right in the middle of downtown Campbell River, right next to the ocean, so it's easy to find. If people are having troubles, what's the number they can reach you at?
They can reach us at area code 250-287-4636, extension 1. And we also have brand new this year, just operating for about a week now, our toll-free number, which is 1-877-286-5705.
Now, once the traveler gets here, what can you help them with on their journey here in Campbell River?
Well, we can help them with almost everything. We can book reservations for them, whether it be with an accommodation or a bed and breakfast. If fishing is what they want to do, we have a whole list of fishing guides we can call for them if they want to go whale watching or wildlife viewing or kayaking or the directions into Strathcona Park. We have trail maps for that. All staff at the Campbell River Visitor Center are local Campbell River people, so they know the ins and outs of all the little special spots that you might not hear about in a tourist book. Also our volunteers. We have 3 or 4 volunteers that have been here forever, and they have just a real plethora of information.
Now, the one thing I think a lot of people will really appreciate, no problem finding a parking spot, especially if you're driving a big truck with a trailer behind.
We're very fortunate in the Campbell River Visitor Center. We are located in the Thai Plaza, which is also home to Super Value and some other major shopping chains, and there's 300 parking spots right outside our front door.
What's the hours of the Visitor Information Center?
The Campbell River Visitor Center is open 7 days a week from May to Thanksgiving. June, July, and August we're open till 7. The other months we're open till 6. The rest of the year we're open 6 days a week, 10 to 4 on Saturdays and 9 to 5 Monday through Friday.
Terrific. The Campbell River Visitor Information Center. A trip to Campbell River just wouldn't be complete without it. Come and see us. We're located downtown in the Thai Plaza. If you enjoy magnificent ocean and mountain views right from your bed, then you need to check out the Anchor Inn. The Anchor Inn is Campbell River's only oceanfront hotel, and they're a short walk from downtown.
They have 77 ocean view rooms and 5